Oh, right. Yeah. Well, this is definitely not suspicious. The woman who has accused Prince Andrew nearly died. Well, I don't know whether she nearly died or what, but in a car crash. Definitely not suspicious. Um, but yeah. Let's see what this is saying. I also saw as well that they had on the thumbnail that the police say the incident was minor. Now you can't help but think that that's some type of sick joke, like when the Yorkshire Ripper was killing women in the UK, and the BBC made like a documentary about women being murdered, and they called the documentary "Man Alive." That's a real documentary. Look it up, "Man Alive." It's about women getting murdered, and they called it "Man Alive." But I can't help but think minor is a sick joke too, because she accused him that she's a minor when he slept with her. But yeah, let's see what they got to say. Let's go.
Police in Australia appear to have disputed a claim made by Prince Andrew's accuser, Virginia Giuffre, that she was involved in a serious crash which has left her with just days to live. The 41-year-old, who previously alleged that the Duke of York had sexually assaulted her when she was a teenager, wrote on Instagram yesterday that her car had collided with a school bus. Well, Ellie Pitt is here. There are some conflicting details in this, aren't there?
Yes, it's a bit confusing, Mary, because in her post online, Virginia Giuffre said that she's gone into kidney renal failure and is being transferred to a specialist urology hospital. And she's posted a photo where she appears to be in a hospital bed and has quite severe bruising to her face. She goes on to say that she has 4 days to live after a crash with the school bus near to her home in Perth in Australia. Now, Western Australia Police explained they know of a minor crash between a school bus and a car that was reported by the bus driver the following day, but there were no reported injuries to them as a result of the crash. Here's what the officers have said.
That's weird in itself. So you're telling me a school bus driver crashes? Well, I mean, he could not have kids in there at the moment, but you're telling me a school bus driver crashes his car and doesn't report it till the next day? Like that's normal? I don't think so.
There was an accident on the 24th of March. It was a bus with another vehicle.
And was there any passengers on the bus at the time? Are you aware?
I'm not aware of passengers on the bus, but certainly the bus driver reported it as he was required to do and in the right time frames. And I'm advised there was about $2,000 damage in the vehicle. Not aware of any injuries.
Now, separately, a spokesperson for the East Metropolitan...
So what's the time limit? I'd have thought if you've crashed your car and it was bad, I mean, if it's not bad, then you don't really need to involve the police, do you? But then how long do you get to report it?
Health Service has told Australian media that Ms Giuffre is not at any of their facilities. Virginia Giuffre sued Prince Andrew with allegations of sexually assaulting her when she was 17 years old. She claimed to have been trafficked by convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, who was a friend of the Duke of York. Now, Prince Andrew has always denied the allegations of sexual assault, and he did settle the case out of court, with the Prince paying Ms Giuffre an undisclosed sum.
OK, Ellie Pitt, thank you.
I mean, the royal family needs to find a new way of offing its rivals, I guess, or enemies of the crown. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't help but think that that seems to be somewhat suspicious. Do you know what I mean? With yeah, history and all that. And it does seem to be the way. I think a lot of the people that were involved in the Epstein thing on the periphery have all kind of died in mysterious circumstances, and yeah, yeah. Well, so she looks bashed up, to be fair. She looks pretty bashed up. That seems to be a bit more than minor. But yeah, I didn't know. So you can. I'd have thought if your crash was bad enough, you'd have had to report it straight away. And if it ain't that bad, surely every crash doesn't get reported to the police. There surely don't need to be insurance companies if there's damage, but maybe you need to do a police report for an insurance thing. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. That's the reaction. Sweet.